What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, and I know a lot of you guys have been asking for Town Hall 8 attacks, and unfortunately, we don't have any more Town Hall 8s in our clan, or at least the ones that we war with. We do have some alts that have Town Hall 8s, but they don't war. So anyway, this is the best I can do. This is what you do when you don't have your Archer Queen up and you're not in an arranged war. Obviously, I gem my heroes if necessary, but if not, I let them go ahead and rest for the full entirety and try to war the best I can. If they need my attacks, if it's a tough war or if it's an arranged, obviously I would gem them without any problem. So we're going to show some of the Town Hall 8 attacks. It's very similar to how I would do it if I was a Town Hall 8. No Archer Queen, and a lot of times I swag a spell, so it's not necessary. Yes, I do have a lot higher troops with level 4 Valks and Golems, and the Loons are higher. But for the basic premise is I would attack it exactly the same as I would at Town Hall 8 level. So we're going to go ahead and check a couple of attacks against Town Hall 8s and how I do that without my Archer Queen. So this one is just going to be a cold-blooded go va low. I see the three archer or air defenses in that core, so I'll drop my golem down there first to go ahead and tank a little bit, clear that space out. It's actually a go bova low, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm sorry, no, it's not. It's just a go. I didn't bring bowlers in this one, so I'll drop my wall breakers, drop my king and my Valks behind them so that they don't get targeted by the air defense there. Very good air defense against this particular composition, but my wizards, I'm going to bring extra wizards because I do not have an archer queen. So anyway, I've got everything tearing it up. My loons are late behind. I'm just not used to this kind of attack as far as the timing, but I've got Valks flying. I just lost 4 Valks to spring traps, but that's just fine. I've got loons coming in the back end with a king tanking, and there's still, I think, a couple of Valks there, but I just have plenty of loons to go ahead and take care of that while the kill squad is distracting them. Use the king's ability there. Still have 1 extra heal, so don't even use that extra heal that wouldn't be available at Town Hall 8. So I used all the Town Hall 8 spells, which is fine. And this baby dragon, I don't know, you could bring a couple minions in there that would take its place or something like that. I just brought it just for the heck of it. So we're gonna go ahead and crush this base with a couple of extra troops left over and a spell. So just about the same size as would have with Town Hall 8 or composition. So anyway, let's go ahead and check out another one. And we'll go ahead and see how I attack that base. Alright, so for this attack, we're going to do a Shattered Go Ho. And I actually, when I attacked, I thought it was a Go Boho or a Go Hobo, but it wasn't. So I actually send my clan castle full of hogs in where I was expecting bowlers to be. But just again, I'm not used to attacking with Town Hall 8 army troops and all that kind of stuff. So I bring a jump, which you can replace with a quad quake, and you just would lose one of the heals there and a couple of the poisons, but with the wizards and everything like that, they would take care of the clan castle. So we're going to go ahead and send some archers into that corner, those 2 huts, and then we're going to go ahead and send our shattered entry in there to start tanking. Follow it up with wizards on all of those outlier buildings there and get that funnel created. We've got a king pounding on that poor golem. We've got a couple wall breakers going in there, trip the clan castle, and then we're going to go ahead and poison. Now, you could always bring 1 heal and 2 poisons if you feel more comfortable doing that. But I send my hogs in here because I thought they were bowlers, and they were not. So anyway, if the jump was not there or quad quake was not used, these the golems and the king would definitely punch through that wall anyway. So it wouldn't be a big deal. You don't necessarily need a jump there, but it helps. And those hogs actually die. They trigger the double giant bomb. So unfortunately, they are taken care of. So we're going to go ahead and send some hogs in there, tripping another, that last giant bomb. Do a grass heel up top, so that's a waste of one heel right there. And we're going to go surgically put in these hogs all around the rest of the base. At this point, I don't need that extra heel. It's not necessary, but you know what the heck? I'll just go ahead and use it for just to make sure everything goes okay. But was not necessary to even use that heal. So technically, I swagged two heals on this particular attack. So you could substitute it in for one heal and the two poisons, and you still would be able to beat this base without any type of problems at all. I've got cleanup troops, substitute wizards in for the baby dragon or minions in for the baby dragon, and it's exactly what you need to do. So plenty of hogs left over, and we're going to go ahead and take care of the rest of this base. Just think of those clan castle hogs as kind of a waste troop right there as well, since I set them into a double giant bomb by accident. All right, let's just check out a couple more of these so-called Town Hall 8 attacks. Okay, here's another example of a shattered go boho. So I do have bowlers in the clan castle here. Again, for spell compositions, you can go ahead and get rid of a couple of those heals and throw in a quad quake for your in replace for the jump if you'd like to. And you can also go ahead and get rid of one extra heal if you want to bring your two poisons. However you want to do it, whatever way it makes sense to you. So we're going to go ahead and check this particular attack out. I'm going to drop a couple wizards to go ahead and start that funnel up top there for the buildings that are not in range of the archers. Drop those golems in right before the wizards get the aggro on the archer tower. Very important just to maximize your troops, and send some of those wall breakers in to open up these compartments. Everything gets rerouted. Drop the bowlers in there. You could have quad quaked if you want. I dropped the jump in there and then a poison. Take care of these air troops. Again, I don't have my archer queen, so getting those wizards in there to help out with those air troops is a huge importance. But I've got everything working in towards that core, and I can go ahead and surgically throw in a 3 or 4 finger drop around the edge there. That first heal was definitely not necessary if I did not want to do that. But just, I have a couple extra heals left over. Start sending in the hogs from the other side as well. At this point, that last heal is completely inconsequential. I just do that because I have it. I didn't need the first heal nor that last heal. But it helps just speed things along since I do have the troops. But I mean, look how many hog riders I have left over, and it's just completely crushed. I think all of my bowlers are up, and both of my golems, even though they are level 4, they're completely filled or full. So level 2 golems would work exactly the same. Okay, let's go ahead and check out one more, and we'll call it a day. Testing, testing. All right, so again, I'm a little bit rusty on my Town Hall 8 attacks. Haven't really hit them in a long time. Not the cleanest attack. I think I have a bazillion hogs left over after this particular attack, but I send them all in one area. If you notice the base, there are almost no spots for either giant bombs nor double giant. I don't think there's any spots for double giant bomb set, but there's only one spot for a giant bomb right in the core, and that's about it. Everything else is just spring traps inside the base. So I know that I can go very hog intensive for this particular base. So we're going to use another shattered go-ho here. No bowlers, I don't think, at all. Just because, again, when you're looking at what base to hit, when you see over compartmentalized bases where there's tons of compartments and very few areas where traps could be, it's just the perfect time to use hogs. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my wizards in here to start the funneling on each of the corners. And I think I bring out our baby dragon again. Can substitute that with minions, but I've got the two golems going in there, and the bottom left and the bottom right. We trigger the clan castle. I want to make sure I have those wizards backing up that poor golem. So drop a poison in there, and as soon as the wizards fixate on the dragon and giant, they'll go ahead and take that down. I drop a jump again. You can use a quad quake for this and take care of that. And these golems will start working their way in there with the wizards following up behind, and they'll start taking out this core, making their way around. Now, I haven't even used my king's ability yet. I drop a heal in here just to keep that clan castle alive and those wizards alive to start doing some damage. That heal was not necessary if I did not want to use it. And then I drop another heal here, which again is not really necessary. So that's two heals that you don't have to use if you're attacking with Town Hall 8. And as these surgical hogs are making their way around, at this point, this heal is necessary. It grabs all of my hogs completely around the base and covers all the rest of those defenses while the kill squad is still tanking those two full golems. And I mean, I have probably 20 hogs at least left over here. So again, you could do the exact same attack with a very similar army composition, and I've got some wizards cleaning up on the corners. Baby dragon, again, just go ahead and substitute that with a couple wizards or minions, whatever you feel more comfortable with, and we'll go ahead and fast forward this as all the hogs are making their way around the base. The giant bombs are all on the outside of the base, so didn't even have to worry about them as they made their way into the core. So again, I apologize not having really any Town Hall 8 attacks to show you for quite some time. Hopefully this, fulfills that need. The strategies are exactly the same. The troops are a little higher, but you know what? You make do with what you have. But go ahead and just get used to the army compositions. That's what's the most important. And the spells, substituting the quad quake for the jump. And you can go ahead and practice this. Just get used to the deployment of it, or the areas you want to heal. And you'll be able to get those 6-star clan wars. Go ahead, like, subscribe, throw these, send these out and share them with the rest of your clan mates to let them understand the strategies as well. And as always, appreciate it. And go ahead and get those 3-star attacks.